Hello, my name is Marcy K. Corbett, and this is my final presentation for my integration of psychology and theology class, and my presentation is entitled The Spies Paradigm. For integration of psychology and theology is in a sense, the merging of the two systems of psychology and theology into one understanding, or actually them merging or working together. Jones says, describing integration includes the many offerings of models of integration and other attempts to create taxonomies or classify methods of integration that flow from our religious perspectives. In our text, it speaks of the different models of integration of psychology and theology, and those different models are enemies, spies, colonists, rebuilders, neutral parties, and allies. But for this presentation, we're going to concentrate on the spies model. What is the spies paradigm? In the spies model, religion is construed as an expression of psychological forces, and its beliefs and rituals are valued to the degree that they have psychological benefits. And that's from Entwistle on page 267. In other words, in the spies model, you're basically looking into the psychological benefits of religion without having to be immersed in it. There are two forms, according to Entwistle, of the spies paradigm. There's the foreign and domestic spies. This is an explanation of the foreign spies. A sort of espionage occurs when psychologists become interested in appropriating the benefits of religious belief and practice for psychological well-being. Foreign spies are not committed to religious system, but they want to understand it so they can make use of its resources. Entwistle also calls foreign spies psychologically committed espionage. Rayner states that psychologists have begun recognizing that our spirituality impacts our lives, but have yet to say it is imperative for life. So the psychologists kind of just look in on the religion and take bits and pieces of what they believe will be beneficial to their practice, or and they are primarily committed to the field of psychology. They see the associations between physical health and the religious belief and practices, and want to take those parts of it and apply it to their field. And they are not personally committed to recognize the benefits of religion. The advantages and disadvantages of being a foreign spy or psychologically committed espionage. They oftentimes can reap the benefits of the practices from the religion that they pick and choose from. There's no commitment to the religion, and then they are also able to glean some truth, God's truth, from what they observe in the religion community. The disadvantage is that there's no connection to the church or to the people in it. They deny any truth in the revelation, and they have no salvation. The other spy is the domestic spies. When espionage is an inside job, individuals are primarily interested in the psychological benefits of their own religious system. Domestic spies have a greater commitment to the psychological benefits of the religious system than to its core theological positions. In other words, they're just trying to get what they can personally out of the religion and not adhering to any doctrine. Entwistle also calls this religiously committed espionage. And he says, while religiously committed espionage is common among feel-good religious authors and televangelists, their teaching at best often represents superficial psychology and shallow theology. Oftentimes, those that are involved in the religiously committed espionage, they're just there to promote positive thinking and feel-good theology. They're not getting into the nitty-gritty of the Bible and what God's truths are. They're void of theological teaching or doctrine, and they force psychological theory upon isolated texts in effort to make it more scientific. The advantages of domestic spies is it promotes a positive attitude, they reap the benefits from the practices of the religion, and they glean truth. The disadvantages is it promotes a superficial psychology, a shallow theology, and often if they are teachers or pastors, they are misguiding their followers. From Ackerman in 1988. I like how he sums up integration, and if we adhere to God's word and work diligently, then we will be able to reap the benefits of godly psychology. This is his quote. Through his word, God has provided framework in which there is both structure and freedom. If we stand in firm, childlike faith in its clear declarations, refusing to be impressed by our own works and speculations, we will be blessed and enjoy the fruits of a productive and godly psychology. In the freedom of Christ's kingdom, we will discover all the good and true things he has for us in the domain of psychology. Ackerman, 1988. And I would like to close with this quote from 2 Timothy 2:15 from the New International Version. Do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who does not need to be ashamed and who correctly handles the word of truth. I think this sums it up because if we diligently work to integrate psychology and theology and handle God's truth to the best of our abilities, everything will work out for the best in the end. Here are my references. Thank you.